Windless mornings had become the standard for the last half of this Skandia Cows Week, and Friday was no exception. A double AP was hoisted early, and crews waited ashore in the hope that the day would be like Thursday, when racing was eventually possible. Today, race officers were keen to avoid a late start, aware that crews would want to finish in time to prepare for the evening's fireworks entertainment. They moved to a single AP at lunchtime, but still the wind refused to cooperate. The laser SB3s tied to buoys off the squadron, and crews swam or sunbathed, listened to Dick Johnson on the radio, and hoped they would get a chance of a start. At the outer end of the black group line, the story was the same, as boats drifted around waiting for some action. By 2 o'clock, the race committee decided there was little point in waiting longer, and all racing was abandoned for the white group and the black group classes starting on the squadron line. Down in the western Solent though, the sea breeze was winning out, and the race committee running the black group committee boat starts decided to get racing underway in a nice force 3 southwesterly. The first attempt at a start for Class 3 saw the boats spread along the line but pushing too early, with the inevitable result of a general recall. This fleet has 42 boats, and they always deliver close and competitive action. Their second attempt at a start got away cleanly at 3 o'clock under a black flag. Longbow got a good start, as did Rorke, which nailed the committee boat end. From the start, the fleet headed west to their first marker, Paul Jackson. Hull Matro won today's race to lead the series, with one race to go tomorrow. Second was Mona, while Luxurious 3 and Premier Flair tied for third place on corrected time. Rorke lies second in the series, with Luxurious 3 in third. The 35 boats in Class 4 were next away on the committee boat line. Like the fleets before them, they spread along the line, and at their start they were all clear, apart that is from Gartmore, which was called OCS and didn't return. This class was also sent on a 10.9 mile course, with a beat to Paul Jackson to sort them out on the first leg. Class 4 was won by Tim Spalding's Beneteau First 40.7 Amy Loveshack by 54 seconds from Pete Newland's 40.7 Healthshaw, with another 40.7 Beechwood Holmes taking third. These three hold the same order in the overall standings, with Amy Loveshack also leading the black group overall. Class 1 was sent off on a 14.9 mile course, and we picked up the leaders as they approached their last mark of E-Digital Research. Loki was leading the fleet on the water at this stage, ahead of Colm Barrington's TP52 Flash Glove, which was flying in the southwesterly Force 3 and closing down on Loki. Giving chase was Charles Dunstan's TP52 Coburn's Red, coming good at the end of the week, with Benny Kelly's TP52 Panthera not far astern. The big boats made a great sight as they jibed around E-Digital Research before heading off on port jibe across the Solent to get the best wind angle for the asymmetric spinnakers. Just minutes later, Flash Glove was approaching the finish line off the Royal Yacht Squadron to claim the winner's gun after a 1.5 hour race. 20 seconds later, Loki crossed, but she was slipped to 5th on handicap. Coburn's Red crossed the line in 3rd, but she had a penalty to accept, which dropped her down below Panthera, which took 2nd on handicap. Two more TP52s rounded off the top positions, with St James's Place finishing ahead of Island Fling on the water, although the positions were reversed on corrected time. So while the bulk of the fleet had no racing today, it was left to the big boats to wow the crowds at the finish line, with the awesome TP52s again providing the best sight of all.